Let's go. 28. Go, chip left, chip left. Tight right, tight right.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Tannehill throwing complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
28. Go, go.
Running from the gun with Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Austin Eckler, the ball
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On is the punter Long here as he sends this one away. On the return, Jackson. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go, here
The Titans offense set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
First down, Tennessee.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Let's go. 240.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Casey Hayward makes the tackle. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Derrick Henry. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Running jet sweep here, Humphries. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't don't think he got there. He did not. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Tannehill. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
47-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Allen has it, left side. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
From the end zone, Tannehill. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for Adam.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Kirk now, the return man. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7-yard pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
At the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
No! 60 Bison.
On first down, it's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Again, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's going deep for Brown.
And that will be incomplete.
Tannehill.
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. Uchenna Nwosu on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Out to the right to Humphries.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. He finds Humphries.
And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Here is Eckler. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. This for the lead in the final stages. Badgley able to knock this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill now to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Tannehill. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
For 30!
Back to throw. Man open left side is Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
45-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Smart play to get rid of it there, but now it's 4th down. Your margin for error pretty much out the window.
That means you have to come up with a big-time throw here and a completion in order to keep this 2-minute drive going.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 6 catches in the wild card victory last week, and now 6 catches here and a first down. He's back to throw. This one caught by Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First down.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Gostkowski now for the Titan field goal.
On for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will knot us up at 10. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Charger drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. A quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
48-yard line.
Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that is incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2.
At the 15-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
A gain of 15.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Pick up on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Here you go. Right here. The 30.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Derwin James on the coverage.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage in game, there's really kind of gravy. And this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want. The right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Let's go. 28.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So we'll take a break with them and be right back.
Here we go. 80.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.